Welcome to the End Times at God's Barn. I'm Al Burke, and the Lord has given me some prophetic information. It seems like every time I do one, I kind of feel like I'm done. Between now and the next show that we do, God gives me more information or shows. I like to say it this way: God shows me things, and He shows me what's coming. And originally, I only wanted to do one show, or that's what I thought it would be. But anyway, as far as this whole thing, like with the rapture, and that's mainly what we're talking about here, because that is the next event that's going to happen. And God never had a set date. Now, there might be a set season, but God never said, this is the day in my mind that I'm going to do this day and this hour. The Lord was showing me that it's a fluid date, that He was saying, I might want to change this date. That's why it says nobody knows the day or the hour, because there's no day or hour set. In fact, Jesus doesn't know it now, because there is no set day and hour. Now, what the Lord showed me last time was that His original intent was to do the rapture under Trump's second term. But Jesus said they wanted more time. They said, we need to give these people a second chance. Personally, it looks to me like there's been more than a second chance, but He wants to give us one more chance, one more shot at repentance before what's coming is coming. God doesn't want to do this. He wants everybody saved and born again. So the date could move. Now, I believe when Jesus was saying we need more time, that was when they put Biden in to show the people in the country what you really have been voting for. This is what you get. But this next election, what's going to happen is it's going to be a lot of chaos. And I like what one guy said. He said, Trump's going to win the vote and Kamala's going to say, I'm the president. And that wouldn't surprise me. I think they're going to disrupt this election. I think the internet might shut down and for days or weeks, and they're just going to declare that there is no election or something. I don't really know what they're going to do. Might wind up in the Supreme Court, but I think it's going to be worse than what I was thinking. But in the end, Trump will reign as president. He will take power. He will be seated eventually. I don't know how long that could be. And the rapture will come within Trump's term. So from right now, you got, I don't know what today is, maybe 2 weeks and 4 years. The rapture date is in that time frame somewhere. I don't know where, but sometime in there. And God, he looks at this from the original intent of the original pilgrims who made the Mayflower Compact. That's the way He looks at this. And they compacted with God that they would serve God. And really, America did a pretty good job of it up till about the 1960s. It began to wane. And right now, the country's out of control, way out of control. So God is looking at this from the Mayflower Compact situation, and He says it's time for judgment on America. He can't judge me or you if you're Christian, because we are His children. He doesn't destroy His children. We're not the reason. We keep the covenant. We keep it. To me, Mayflower Compact is a good thing. So God can't bring a judgment on us. He's got to pull us out. And that's coming soon. The seals of the first 13 states, you look at them, now they changed them like in the 1800s, but the original seals were all very much mentioning God, and God is doing all of this. God set up the nation. He set up the states. They had a really good seal with the reference to God in them. And it seems to me there's two places in the Bible where it seems to me God's looking for a number, like there's an amount of people He wants to get to. It never says it directly, but there are two places where it seems to indicate He's looking to get somewhere. So it could be that's another reason why the date floats, that God is waiting to bring in a certain number of people, and when that happens, it's over and it closes down. God could have saved the whole world in 1 second, but he didn't. He chose to send a child, and there's this whole understanding of who God is. We got saved and born again. We walk out our salvation with fear and trembling. That's the way God set it up. I don't know why, but that's the way he did it. So I think what we're looking at here is God said, I'm going to do this under Trump. He's the last Trump. And this whole thing is going to end. Now, you'll know the rapture's coming when you see the Russian troops in Lebanon. When they start coming down into Lebanon, that's when you know that battle of Ezekiel 38 and 39 is about to happen. And when that happens, that nation that's mentioned in Ezekiel 38 is not Israel, it's America. So at the same time that Russia and the hordes with them is attacking Israel, it's going to attack America. And that will be World War III. And we will be raptured out right as the bombs come. We will not be here for that. We will be gone. There's definitely a pre-tribulation rapture. To those who say there isn't, they're wrong. Sorry, they're wrong. But that's the situation, what we're looking at. We're looking at Trump will be in, the rapture will happen during Trump's reign, and right after that, America gets into a nuclear war with Russia. And for those people that are not God's people, they're going to suffer whatever happens to them, and that's what's going to go happen. Now, this is one of the things I was telling somebody, and she said to me, well, my life's going pretty good right now. Your life is going to go 1,000,000 times better when you get raptured out of here. Don't look at how good your life might be right now. It really doesn't make any difference. It's going to be so much better. Look up, because your redemption draws nigh. It's not that much more to go. This is a good thing for us. We don't know when exactly, but the rapture is a good thing. This is not a bad thing for us. It's bad for the world, and all of that's going to happen to them. But they made their own decision. And I also think, if I really look at it, to me, maybe there's a second rapture halfway through. Kind of indicates that when you're reading. So maybe there'll be a lot, and we know there's going to be a bazillion people getting saved. The bulk of the revival, it's already going on right now. The bulk of this revival will be after we leave. It'll be during the tribulation period. So look up, because your redemption draws nigh. This is a good thing. Jesus is coming back for us. And I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.